So we have here 4 polynomial problems that I've just written out here using really any terms that just popped into my head. So very quickly typed these out and just adjusted them, fiddled around with it a little bit to make sure we've got some good things to practice on. But the important point, the reason I share that with you is so of course you can make up your own and go ahead and extend this practice. Anyway, what we'll do then is you might want to just pause the video and give this a go yourself, and maybe have a look at one of the worked solutions and then pause and have another go before the next one. But let's start. So the first thing we're going to do is just look at the problem and plan our strategy. So here we have 28x squared plus 28x plus 4. So that's in parentheses. There's then a trinomial or quadratic expression, and we're subtracting from that 2x squared. So just one monomial, one term here, 2x squared. So the first thing we want to do is drop the brackets, so multiply out anything that needs multiplying out. Okay, well in this case, for this example, there's no reason why we can't just drop the brackets immediately, because they're not actually, there's nothing in front here to multiply through, and so all we need to do is rewrite this. So question 1 we can just write as 28x squared plus 28x plus 4 subtract 2x squared. So now we've dropped the brackets, we want to gather up like terms. So we've got 28x squared subtract 2x squared gives us 26x squared. And now we have the x terms, so we've got plus 28x and just 4, so plus 4. And there we go. There's our answer. That's simplified the expression that we originally had. Okay, number 2. Okay, let's go back over to here then. So 21x squared plus 20x, and that's in parentheses, so that's our binomial. And we're going to subtract from that another binomial, 21x squared plus 10. Okay, so we've got like terms here at the beginning of the expression, but in the last terms of each of these brackets we've got unlike terms, we've got different terms, because this is an x term and this is a constant, so they're variable and constant, so we can't add those together, we can't somehow combine them, join them. Okay, let's then start by removing those initial brackets. So 2, we can just drop the first set of brackets, so we've now got 21x squared plus 20x. Now we subtract 21x squared, but we distribute that negative to the 10 as well, so we also subtract 10. Okay, so now we can rearrange, and I'm going to do that just to show you how that can commute. So we've got 21x squared minus 21x squared, let's just make that one nice and big, and plus 20x minus 10. So we just rearrange the terms there to get them in descending order, and we can see that the 21x squared minus 21x squared, we've got the 0 principle here, so those cancel, and we're just left with 20x subtract 10. Okay, good. Now I'm thinking that the third one is going to present us with just a few more problems. Let's go over and have a look. So in the brackets to start with, we've got negative 18x squared plus 29x plus 14, and then subtract 15x cubed finally. Okay, so nothing too difficult here. Again, that negative 15x cubed, that's already the brackets are already multiplied out, so there's nothing particularly complex in this. I guess the numbers may be a bit trickier, but let's have a look. Okay, so we start with negative 18x squared plus 29x plus 14, subtract 15x cubed. And I guess the little trick here that's been thrown in is this x cubed. Okay, so at the end we need to notice that that's an x cubed. So like terms are going to be, well, there's going to be more terms in the polynomial than we've had before, because we've got an x cubed, an x squared, an x, and a 14. So I think it'd be sensible if we just wrote these now in descending order, and then we'll have our answer. So we have negative 15x cubed, subtract now our x squared, 18x squared, plus 29x, and plus 14. And it won't simplify any further, so that's complete. Finally then, number 4. So again, well, this time, for the first time actually, we have a trinomial, and we're subtracting another trinomial. So a trinomial from a trinomial. And we can drop these brackets to start with, but these we'll have to multiply that negative all the way through. Okay, so let's give that a go. So we've got 7x squared, subtract 16x plus 20, and now we're going to distribute that negative 1 right across throughout the trinomial there, so we end up just reversing the signs. So we've got negative 13x squared, or subtract 13x squared. We've now got a negative times a negative, so that becomes a positive, plus 9x, and a negative times a negative again, so plus 15. And we have to be really careful that we don't make any mistakes there. Next stage is to gather like terms. Now this time we have no x cubed terms, but we do have x squared and x squared here, just underline them for clarity. So equals 7x squared. Why don't we just group them to start with? So 7x squared minus 13x squared. We'll put those in brackets so we know those are like terms. Okay, next the x terms. So here we've got negative 16x. Have we got any other x terms? Yes, we do. So we've got 9x. So here we got minus or subtract. Well, okay, let's add to start with. So we're just adding these together. But we've got to remember that this is a negative 16x. And here we've got a positive 9x. And then finally we've got this 20 here and 15, both positive, so we can just write that out straight away, I think, plus 35. Now let's sort out the brackets here. So we've got 7x squared, whoops, just erase that. So 7x squared, subtract 13x squared gives us negative 6x squared. Negative 6x squared. And now we've got to subtract 16x and add 9x. So that's going to give us negative 7x. And then the 35 plus 35. So that last one, just a little bit trickier, but all in all,